How okay.
What's up? What are you eating?
A cookie. I was asking how long does this go for? I
However long you're here is fine. 45, 30 minutes, an hour.
that's
Doesn't matter.
that's cool. I told
Yeah.
Hughie I do his podcast with him after this, so that's why I was
Or
asking.
yeah. No, I was running late. My bad. I know we originally had Chad Zumach scheduled here, but I want to thank you for filling in for the spot.
Oh, really? It's supposed to be me and Chad?
No, I'm just kidding. It's just
Oh, that
you.
was a joke. Oh.
Yeah. You get it?
Ha ha!
Ah, perfect. No,
Zing!
hey everyone, you cool cats and kittens I got here on the show from the Shuli Network and from the host of the Rock Bottom podcast and just all around comedian Ray DeVito. Hello, Ray DeVito.
What's up, Lorenzo? How are you, buddy?
Not too bad. I woke up late today because I don't know, I was just tired. I stayed up late watching, movies or something like a kid and woke up late. So it sucks. I missed my therapy appointment for the second time because I as an idiot put it at 8 a.m. and yeah, I've been able to get up at 8 a.m. the last couple days, so it's been kind of like, why did I put it at 8 a.m.?
Why do you have a therapy session at 8 a.m.? Isn't that early even for them?
No, they're available that early. I don't. It's because I my last therapist was at 4 in the afternoon, and then she's like, "Oh, I recommend this other therapist to you that does like another level in therapy, but we could only pencil you in for 8 a.m. on Fridays." And I'm like, man, that's hard getting up at 8 a.m. on my day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but because I've already missed two appointments, and it's like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work because I can't get my fucking ass up at 8 in the morning on a Friday. I want to fucking stay up late and then not wake up till noon. Uh, but yeah, how's everything going with you? Like, I know you live up in the east area, so like is everyone still like scared of that 9/11 thing that happened?
The East. I'm in Ohio, but yeah, I lived in New York City. What talking about 9/11?
Yeah, are people still scared of those shenanigans that what happened at 9/11?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they think about it. I know you're never supposed to forget. I don't think people are so self-centered, they're worried about their own day, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, people walk past kids on the street or homeless people and just like, get the fuck out of my way. And I always do that too though. I don't respect homeless people.
You don't when's the last time you saw a homeless person
Uh
out on the street?
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
I
see?
know I know they all seem to congregate towards Walmarts, and I never like, I haven't shopped at a Walmart in a while, and they're always like kind of like zombies going around the perimeter of it, so they could like technically squat because it's public property and not that private property that is the parking lot. But
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows what they're dealing with? To each their own,
yeah,
you know?
no,
What are
you're
you gonna
right.
what are you gonna do?
But I'm still not gonna respect them. Let's see here. I've been on a few of your shows, kind of getting to know each other. I know. When did you like actually start comedy? Like, take it seriously and want to do it professionally?
Oh, I think like the early 2000s when I first started doing shows, and then headliners, just because I had a car, would be like, "Hey, you can open up for me if you drive," and I was like, "Yeah, all right." And then yeah, that was the start of it. Just started doing it, you know.
Just paying your dues.
Yeah, Y- yeah. It doesn't take too much to get started. I mean, if you're into it, it's just you just gotta hustle and keep getting better.
And I know you're up there on the east. Do you think the west has it better or the east is better as far as like for the comedy scene?
Well, I think, like I said, I'm not in the East. I'm in Ohio. That's the Midwest. But
Okay.
I do think like Ohio was a good area to start out, especially when you start doing the road. It's easier because you got so many like decent sized cities around you. So I definitely would say like the Midwest is a good place to start out because Chicago's not far, Detroit's not far, Milwaukee's not far, Louisville, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, like they're all like within reasonable driving distance. So I'd say like middle America, I mean, Midwest, East Coastish, probably the better place to start, just because um, there's a lot more places you can go do comedy.
Mhm. And, what'd you do? Like, did you see someone doing the comedy spot, or did you try a spot? Like, what sparked that into you? Like, have you always wanted to be a comedian?
I always like comedy. No, I first time I did comedy, I just signed up for a class at the Cleveland Improv, like a workshop class. And the good thing about that, not that you're going to learn anything so much comedy, but you meet other people also starting out. So you got like a circle of friends you can like run around and do open mics with together.
Mhm.
So that's I don't know. I thought that was an ideal way to start out. I met a bunch of other people that were my level, also just starting out. And then, like, if one of them was driving to Columbus to like do an open mic, then I was like, "Yeah, I'll come too." And then I would go, and then you branch out that way.
Yeah, so you're just networking. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. I know, like, like you said, you've gone up kind of in the ranks and met a lot of, like, I don't know, more,
I met
name note.
you. I met
Yeah, oh,
you.
yeah, you met me.
Hell yeah, man! I met Lorenzo Areola,
I am notable for, the Mexicans. You know, we
and
need
you're a
more.
tough guy to meet. You don't leave your house often, so how did I find you?
We need more Mexican comedians, don't we? We don't have enough of them. They're out there taking jobs. Where was my
They're out there taking jokes. Have you heard of Carlos Mencia? They're taking jokes.
yeah. I've never liked Carlos Mencia though. I always thought he was kind of like a hack from the beginning. And then I heard about all that, and now he's like, I just saw him recently on one of the podcasts. On was it on the Shuli Network? I think he
Yeah,
was.
he did Kevin
Yeah,
Dombrowski's. I'm surprised I didn't get more views, but yeah, I saw him twice on podcasts. I never met Carlos Mencia. Um, I saw him on Tiger Belly, and then I saw him on Dombrowski's podcast, and he has like no remorse at all. He somehow spins it that he's somehow the victim, and he came out in a better place. And it's like, dude, you're making it tougher to like you.
yeah, and he was like on top there for a while with his
Yeah,
TV show and shit like that, and I just never found him funny. I considered him like a knockoff of Chappelle, like the Mexican version knockoff, you know?
no, I always thought him and Dan Cook are in that same category, that high energy, like, "Here comes the jokes, let's see if you can handle it. I just tell it the way it is," type,
Yeah.
just that energy, that too much manic energy coming at you.
I've
Um,
never liked Dane Cook either. I hate that he's successful.
oh, no, I loved Dan Cook when I was starting out. I thought he was, you know, I was a friend of his on MySpace just because I was a comedian starting out. I had him in my top 8 even though I never met the dude.
Hey, that's man, that was a big deal to have,
Yeah,
someone in your top 8. My cousin was in my top 8, I know that. Probably number 1, back then in MySpace.
yeah.
Oh, I know you've met, like, a lot of comedians. Was there anyone you were starstruck in meeting that actually, like, treated you right and you were like, "Oh, shit," you know, like, "This person's actually pretty cool." Like, anyone you met starstruck wise? Richard Simmons? I know.
Never met Richard Simmons, was never lucky
Man,
enough to meet the guy.
you shoulda gained more weight. He would've, he would've found you.
Um Stars. No, everyone's been cool. I'd have to. There's only a few that were weird or jerks. And if I could think of any like stories, I don't want to like blow up their spots for no reason. But yeah, most people are pretty cool. It's amazing. It's more the lower level comics. I think and that's how you can tell they're new. It's like, you got to be nice to everybody. You can't go around being a jerk. It'll catch up to you. People will remember. So yeah, just be nice to everybody. But yeah, most comics that are like pretty, like they're most of them are pretty cool to other comics. You kind of have to be. Like you will get called out, and one thing comics will do we got big mouths and we'll talk to whoever. So it's kind of like we police ourselves. So yeah, you will get called out if now if someone's mentally crazy, it's more like, yeah, you just leave that alone. Just like don't get involved with that. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, pretty much everyone's like, nice people.
I remember you were drinking Bud Light the other day when I was on your podcast. Do you have any like strange fetishes that make you want to drink the Bud Light? You know, like real freaky deaky
What?
shit.
This is your interview?
I'm just reading
What
the
what are you, the
script.
stuttering
I'm
John of
just
interviews? Are you implying I only drank Bud Light because no, I drink Bud Light because it's $1.19 for a 17-ounce can, and that aluminum can, and it's ice cold. Whether Budweiser or Bud Light, I'll either one. I just grab it.
okay. So
Just
you do dabble in other beers, is what you're saying. That's good to know.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Bud Light's kind of in a weird position where they like the trans people, but they
I
can't
don't know
show
why
it.
they did. I don't know why they did that. Like, is that really like? I mean, I mean, I don't care. They can have whoever they are. I'll still drink Bud Light. I don't care who they have. But it's weird that they would do that, knowing who their target audience is people like Kid Rock, who would get upset for no reason just because of that. So it's like, why would you do that? Like, that's not. But to each
Well, I
their own.
think yeah, I think whoever was in charge of the promoting campaign wanted to ride on that trend of the trends, and they must have just been so ignorant to the fact that oh wait, men probably drink our beer, men who have guns, men who don't like these kinds of people.
Yeah, men who are not woke is. I mean, I like to consider myself woke, but like, that's not who's buying your Bud Lights, you
Yeah,
idiots.
no, you
Why
need
would
to.
you just play ignorant and be like, I don't know, they like a Bud Light. Just these people in middle America. Put a fucking football player on your Bud Light can or something.
I
And
don't
even
even
that,
know.
you shouldn't even put anyone, because let's say you put like a football player on there, like Patrick Mahomes, who's like the best quarterback right now. Now you got some assholes that are going to look at that Bud Light bottle and go, what? I fucking hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Fuck that. I'm not buying that anymore. So by putting anyone on it is just going to alienate people. They're like, your audience, Bud Light, are people that hate everything. So why would you put anything on your bottle? No matter what you put on your bottle, there are people that are not going to drink it because they hate it. No one's drinking Bud Light because their life is going great. Like, no one's like, oh, I want to, like, you're not an influencer. It's like when Coke tried to change a new Coke in the 80s, and it's like the people that buy your product don't care about new wave stuff. They're
No, they're already settled in. And then I think of like, are you really gonna win over that many trans people with having a trans icon on the beer? Like, are you really gonna get that many new customers? I'm pretty sure trans people don't really drink Bud Light. They probably drink.
I mean, I don't know what they drink. It's
Yeah.
probably some do, some don't. Who knows? Who cares? But I don't think it's worth that much. Again, I'm not saying anything. I still drink Bud Light. It had nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, like, they picked a weird thing. Why are you putting anything on your beer bottle? It could have been anything. It could be
Mhm.
you could have a football team on there, and there's going to people not drink it because they hate that stupid football team. Like, that's your audience. I am part of that audience, but I don't care enough. I drink it because it's $1.19 for a 17-ounce aluminum bottle. That's why I drink it, but to me, it doesn't matter. I'm not, if I like the product, I don't care who's on it. I mean, I guess I would draw lines if it's, you know, they put a school shooter on there and be like, "Hey, this is what we support. There's too many kids." And it's like, "All right, this is." I
Well,
guess
they
then I would have to draw the line, but until then, yeah, having a trans lady on there that was not going to stop me from buying.
I bet they could have put
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer on the can, and it would have sold more because everybody
Yeah, because if
loves
you do
Jeffrey
that,
Dahmer.
yeah, if you do that, it's gonna sell more. Just
Yeah,
because people are gonna do it to be like, haha, that's because people are. I don't know if you know this. People are dicks, Lorenzo. Like I'm
yeah. Well,
trying to encourage you to go outside.
they love like the true crime. They think Jeffrey Dahmer's like a fucking good-looking murderer who's some sick fuck. So like, if you do a serial murder series where you have like John Wayne Gacy on a can,
Oh yeah,
fucking
people will buy that just because.
people will buy that, like that,
Even
and they'll
even
buy
the
that more.
even the victims' families would buy.
No, you just gotta buy the rights. I'm sure the rights are out there.
Uh,
Like they'll sell them for pretty cheap. I'm sure they could use the money. The victims, or people who still own the likenesses of John Wayne Gacy or fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. That
I
would
s-
sell better.
I saw the I mean I watched the Dahmer show. Obviously, you did. You had the time to do it.
Hmm.
I always thought the funniest thing about it is when the weird thing for the grandma was when they made a big deal about him having a mannequin in his bedroom. And they were like, "Whoa, this kid's out there. This kid's weird." And it's like, I think they overreacted about the mannequin. Like, if you think that's weird, wait to see. Like, not like I don't think that helped with his psyche. It's like, wow, everyone's thinks I'm a weirdo for this. Uh,
Wait till they
yeah,
get to know what else I'm into.
wait till we get to chapter 2. You think chapter 1 is weird, wait till the middle of the book. It gets, yeah, you should have left me and my mannequin alone.
You might want to stop. You might want to stop here and and not continue
Yeah,
with.
the fact that they made a giant deal about the mannequin, it's like, this is gonna get you're not gonna like where the direction this is gonna go. If they would have been cool with the mannequin, who knows? Maybe everything wouldn't have went the way it went. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it was a snowball, but whatever. To each his own. And I was gonna ask you. I don't know if you're single right now, but are you into considering dating? Do you know what a waifu is?
No,
Waifu's like a computer AI girlfriend. Would you ever be into like a AI girlfriend?
no.
No, not
An
not
Allen an Allen Iverson robot?
I wouldn't want to date Allen Iverson. No.
I could play basketball with him?
You would lay down and he would step over you or whatever. No, I
When you
wouldn't. I
say
would.
AI, I think Allen Iverson.
Yeah. Well, artificial intelligence girlfriend. Unless you're into like the idea of maybe like a real nice custom sex doll. Like I remember
No.
when I was
Is this
looking.
only because I brought up mannequins?
Well, no, I actually had this written down as a question on here.
Oh.
Cuz I'm bringing it up cuz I remember when I was seriously looking into getting one, like a sex
A
doll.
girlfriend?
Yeah, no, a sex doll. They were like 10 grand, but they were pretty customizable. Uh, I don't know. I'm just like thinking about, man, I would just need a good place to store it. But would you rather have like one of those, like a sex doll or a AI
No.
girlfriend or
No, I'm fine.
you
I'll just
let
I'll
the
just I'll just masturbate.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
I
no,
don't have
yeah.
trouble doing that.
And do you ever use like Pornhub or one of those websites to watch
Yeah.
stuff?
Mhm.
Do you ever go like to the middle pages or do you start at page 1? Cuz I know there's some sick fucks that like need to like find a specific page.
No, I mean, I like what I like, and I know what to type in to get to it. So
It's
yeah,
pretty standard. Nothing too. Okay, no, to each his own, man. Do you believe that the Matrix is real?
no,
No. Have you seen the movie?
yeah, it's not real. It's a fictional movie.
No, no, but like, do you think we're living in like a Matrix? Did you like the movie?
The movie was fine, but no, I do not believe we're living in a matrix. I don't
Man,
believe in ghosts. I'm agnostic. I have no clue what's out there, but no, it's just people thinking we're more important than what we are. We're not that important.
what about aliens? Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, there's aliens and they don't care about us. Yes, there's other life forms out there
Uh huh.
outside of this planet. Some of them know we're here, some of them don't, but they don't give a shit about us. We're not a threat to them, so they don't look at us as threats.
Really, you don't think we're? I think
I
Russia's
don't think
kind
they
of.
give I don't think they give a shit about us.
I'll say Russia's pretty threatening, and the U.S. knows how to bully people too into war and out of war.
We can't even get to where there be aliens, let alone would they have to worry about fighting us. If they know we're here and we don't know they're there, yeah, they could easily take care of us. I don't think they any life forms out there beyond Earth that know about us are sophisticated enough to actually get along with each other to um to get to a place to know that other life exists outside there. So they all got together and were cohesive. They get along. They see us. We can't get along with each other. I think they want nothing to do with us. They would look at us like we're just. I think they look at us as idiots. That's what I say.
What about deep beneath the ocean? Are you scared of that? That's pretty scary. Like deep beneath the ocean where we haven't explored yet.
No, I don't. No, dude, I have shit in my own life to worry about. Like, fucking, I'm not crushing it just worrying about my life, let alone worrying about other shit I don't need to worry about. So no, I
You you're not worried about the mud sharks uniting or whatever they say.
there's only one mud shark, and he can't even unite with people that are trying to help him.
He's trying, right? I think he's trying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't talk to him. He looks kind of like I don't know if you know wrestling. Like I told you, he looks like a good heel, and you look like the good baby face. So uh, yeah, it works out. Like the match of the century, probably make good amount of money booking it.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us are in shape to be wrestling.
You don't need to be in shape. You just got to know like how to keep your partner safe. But I know. Let's see. So, like, what are your goals now? I know you had your special that came out on what was it? The red bar? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the red bar. No, forget that's what it's a dry bar, but
Dry bar.
check out my YouTube, youtube.com/RAYDEVI. I put up there's a bunch of clips from that special, but also my other album, my album that just came out, A Life Without Balconies. Bunch of clips from there on there. Check that out on iTunes and Amazon. My Patreon, patreon.com/Ray DeVito has a bunch of my comedies on my podcast and stuff. Yeah, I've been live streaming like crazy lately.
No, no, I've been seeing it. I've been a part of it. It's been fun. I
Oh
know.
yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah, I add a lot of nonsensical humor to it.
It's all right. It's all good time.
Yeah, at least I try to. And oh, I got another one here. TV strange. Oh, I asked you that. What's the best joke you think you've ever written? Have you already like
I
said?
haven't written it yet.
I'll say like, what do you think right now? Like the best joke you have that's part of your catalog of your special audio one, Life Without Balconies, or your dry bar. Like, what do you think is the best joke your like go to where you're like, oh no, this is a good one.
All of them. I like all of them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have written them down. I mean, there's some I like better than others, but I got a lot of jokes that are quotable jokes where even if you don't like me personally, if you heard that joke, I could see you like repeating it. I could see people repeating it to their friends and be like, "Oh, that's funny." So
Hmm. And again, those where can you find those the dry bars on the dry bar app, right? You're
yeah,
saying, and then the Life Without Balconies, that's everywhere.
it's iTunes and Amazon. Yeah, it was a
Okay.
Raw Dog Sirius XM exclusive. Now it's out for sale, and I put a bunch of clips on my YouTube, youtube.com/RAYDEVI.
Is that it? Reydevi?
RAA.
Oh,
My name is
Raydevi.
my name's right in front of you on the computer screen.
Yeah, but you don't have the T or the O on
I
the.
don't I think it was already taken.
Man, that's fucking gay. That's
So
bullshit.
RAYDEVI is what I settled on years ago.
Well, no, I mean that's all the questions I had as far as like aliens, sex, sex dolls, your comedian history, strange fetishes, if you believe in the Matrix. Yeah, you pretty much covered all the covered anything people want to know about you today.
Was that a therapy session? Is this what you're
Yeah, you could say that. I think it came out all right, right? You feel like a better person knowing that, you're not into waifus or sex dolls, you know. How much if you wanted to get a sex doll, what do you think's a good price to pay? Like the in between, like cuz I think 10,000 is worth it if it can get like the likeness, like the real hair and a good feel of like the skin.
no, I think anyone that would buy a sex doll would do it as a gag to like, "Hey, look what I got, guys," and then, like, maybe go to town on it when his buddies aren't around, but I don't know. I don't know. I have 0 interest in a sex doll.
Yeah, well, I've seen like those cheap inflatable ones that are they look like they were just a novelty, those ones at the
At the
at
carnivals, at the kids show.
yeah, the ones that are inflatable that they have in the like pool parties and shit.
Yeah.
No, I would say no, not to that. Like if I was really serious, I'd want like I wouldn't say the Mercedes of sex dolls, but I would want like the the Toyota of sex dolls, something that's like fancy but affordable.
Yeah, like I said, and then more so be like, "Where am I gonna keep it?"
Yeah, that's my hardest part. Where do I store it?
And, am I ashamed of it? Do I want my friends to know that? Do I want my family to know? Do I have it? Do I set her up in a chair in the living room when I'm not?
Yeah, because I feel like that'd be the hardest part, storing it. I wouldn't want anyone to know about it, and then I assume it would get like sticky pretty quickly. So I wouldn't know how to like maintain its cleanliness without someone seeing it.
Yeah. Take it out in the backyard with the garden hose.
Ah,
Let
that
the
made
na
me feel bad.
the neighborhood's just looking at it like, "Oh, he's just cleaning his sex doll."
I'd have to use like a Mr. Clean magic sponge or something to clean off
Yeah, I
I
have
don't
no
know.
interest in it. You're talking me out of it. Even if I was, like, on the fence about it, now I'm like, "Hmm, yeah, I don't, yeah, I wouldn't be into it. I wouldn't be into it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, "Nah, I don't need one of those." My life doesn't seem so bad when I think about it like that.
Yeah, but if you could spend $10,000 on one, that'd be about how much you'd spend trying to court a girl, or a real woman's even more expensive. And you got to talk to them and you got to deal with them. Oh my god.
That's part of the good thing is talking to a woman. Sometimes it doesn't suck to talk to a woman.
Sometimes you mean all the
Oh, you broke up right there.
I was mean sometimes you mean all the time?
Yeah, yeah, like, you gotta talk like yes, I don't know, like, that's one thing about doing comedy is what helps write jokes is interacting with people. Whether you wanna interact with people or not, you have to keep your brain fresh. So, yeah, you have to do that.
I think I could write a couple jokes about my sex doll, like, "Oh, my sex doll the other day," you know what I'm saying? You know? And I bet you some people could relate because 'cause they're like, "Ah, I got a sex doll too. God damn it."
I don't think people that have sex dolls would want to, let it be known they have sex styles.
That's true.
So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I don't think I don't think there's as many people owning them as you like to think there are.
I don't know. It's a big world. It's a big world, Ray. People are fucking strange.
How would you know? You haven't met any of them.
I know. I
You're the only
know.
one you know right now. What are you talking about?
But I know me, and if there are people out there that are just like me that are needing therapy and all that, something must be wrong with them. They're a little bit broken, you know?
That's weird, them knowing your condition and thinking that you would be someone to wake up for an 8 AM, a therapy session.
Yeah, I know. That was really bad on their part and my part that I agreed to it. It was just all everyone messed up there. But I'm sure I'll get it done. I'm at least seeing my psychiatrist, so everything's good. But yeah, I want to thank you for being here today, Ray DeVito. Appreciate your
Thank you for
time.
having me, Lorenzo Areola.
It's always great when you're having a show, you invite me or whatever. I enjoy being there with you and Carlos Danger most of the time. And yeah,
Screw
no.
screw Carlos Danger. Can we be done with him? Do we
He's a
still
cool
gotta
he's a cool cat, man.
I
He's a
we
cool
talking about
cat.
the same Carlos Danger?
I think so. I don't know how many Carlos Dangers there are out there.
No, he's a good guy. Someone's gotta keep him in line. He's getting a
Yeah.
big ego these days.
Hey, sometimes you need a big ego there when these other big egos around YouTube are trying to take over.
No, he's a good guy. Check out his podcast, Insufferable Bastards podcast.
And just lastly, again, where can everyone find you? I know you have the Patreon and the YouTube.
Yeah, just Ray DeVito. Put it Ray DeVito YouTube Rock Bottom podcast on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts. It's I got my own YouTube channel. And then every Thursday at 1 p.m. on the Shuli Network, and yeah, Twitter at Ray DeVito, Instagram Ray.DeVito. Bunch of videos out there of the last two specials. All right, buddy. Thanks for having me, sir.
No, thank you for being here. I appreciate you making the time for me. And yeah, thank you again. All well wishes to you, what Ray DeVito.
Thanks, man. All right, I'll
Uh-huh.
talk to you later, buddy.
All right, man. Take care. Bye.
All right, peace.